is beside himself for the second time in 12 months. Do you remember when we interviewed this person on the phone last year and I lost my shiz?
Yes, well, now
you're
physically sat next to her and Googling her
and
eyeball to eyeball.
No, I can't cope.
Are you okay? That we are joined?
I'm all right. I'm not going to do what you did when you met Emma Willis.
Oh, right. Yes, but you probably haven't got a massive crush on Claire Richards, have you?
She's here in the studio with us. Do you know what's really funny? Actually, when they say you should never meet your idol, and but they also say that you should never meet someone that you really bloody fancy. Right. And Emma Goswell here really bloody fancies Emma Willis. So when she interviewed her, she just stood and looked at her.
You couldn't scream in her face.
I just couldn't speak.
She couldn't speak.
It was so embarrassing, Claire.
It was very, very embarrassing. And she said, when I said, "Oh, Claire's coming in next week," she went, "Are you going to be okay, Dean?" I was like, "Listen, I'm not you. I'm not you. I'm not going to do what you did."
You just want to be my best friend, right?
I do, but you know what, babe? The fact of the matter is, because you've been such a big part of my life, from I was about, as long as I can remember, I feel like you're my mate anyway.
Well, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You get a bit of that with us, don't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
I bet you get a lot of 25-year-old gay men saying that to you, don't you, Claire?
Yeah, loads. All of them.
You're in the studio today to talk to us about your new single, Shame on You, which we are loving here on Gaydio. But when we last spoke, we were talking about On My Own, which actually I had heard it a few times before we spoke, but it's become a bit of a staple in my life.
Has it?
It has, actually.
Do you feel empowered?
I do feel empowered. It's a bit of an anthem for me.
Do you know what? You picked the one word that Dean uses to describe your music, actually. He said it is all about empowerment, isn't it? That is the message that you want to get across, isn't it?
I think so, because that's kind of how I feel now. I feel like I've taken control, finally, of myself and just kind of, I'm owning it the best way I possibly can, I think.
You look radiant. You look happy.
Oh,
you
thank
do. You really do.
I put makeup on this morning.
Yeah. And you seem really chilled. You seem really chilled. Is it because you just really believe in this album that you're like, it's exactly what I want? Is that where that's come from?
I do really believe in it. Whether or not I'm chilled is another. I'm doing that whole swan thing at the moment.
Oh,
you know, when you're like, it looks all elegant on the top, and underneath I'm like, ah! I'm absolutely freaking out.
There's more pressure on you, isn't there? It's you. You haven't got the gang around you anymore.
Well, yeah, it's a bit strange. I mean, obviously, interviews and things like this, I'm used to. I have done on my own in the past, so it's. But actually, it's the getting up on stage bit that is the weird thing for me at the moment.
How was the tour that you did? Because I imagine it must have felt very lonely, was it?
Well, I had a band, so I had a lovely 6-piece band with me. But yeah, it's weird. I was just saying to somebody earlier on today that the bits where I noticed it the most in a step show, like even the bits down to where you can go and have a bit of water, it's planned. Yeah. You know everything. So on the tour before Christmas, I'd finish a song and everyone would clap, and I would turn around and have a bit of my drink and realise that it was all quiet and everyone's just waiting for me to do something. And it freaked me out a little bit. I thought, oh no, it's me. I've got to talk, haven't I?
Yeah.
Or I've got
10,000 people watching you drink water.
Yeah, it's not really very interesting, is it?
So I read that you said you were very nervous about the prospect of H or any of your old bandmates coming to watch you. Did they?
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
They didn't.
Oh, the buggers.
No, well, I mean, the venues that we did probably weren't very convenient for them. I mean, obviously, H lives in Wales. Faye was rehearsing for Strictly. Lee was doing Panto, and Lisa obviously lives in Dubai, so it's not that easy for us to just pop over. So, no. And if they had have come, I mean, maybe they did come and they just didn't tell me because it was rubbish.
I'm going to set the bag and not tell you.
So were you peeved or were you secretly pleased that they weren't there to put you off?
I was quite relieved because it was early on, and I think I would have felt a bit more pressure, and it would have felt really weird for them to be there and not on stage with me, and I probably would have ended up getting them on, and they would have just stood there like lemons because they didn't know my songs.
Was it quite nice though? Because obviously when you go and see a step show, it is a conversation between, you know, us and you.
Yeah.
But when you were there for the first time by yourself, did you know, was it a conversation? Was there that wall in between you and the audience, or were you like, actually, this is exactly what I've always wanted, just to have me and them?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was definitely. I think everybody that comes has ever been to see a step show or seen me talk. It's not the thing that I enjoy the most, and I end up rambling on about a complete load of nonsense. So there was just a load more of that. So it really was just me chatting with friends and then singing songs in between.
I think people like that though,
They
Claire.
do.
Yeah.
I hate going to see bands where they don't chat in between. I think that's why I'd love to go and see Adele, because she's a right chatbox, isn't she? And Dolly Parton as well. You know, all the greats. They like a bit of bants as well.
Well, yeah, and I think it's nice because it makes it's endearing and it makes it more personal, and you feel like you're part of something rather than you might as well sit home and watch it on telly.
And you're sharing so much of yourself with the lyrics of these songs and the music in this album. So, you know, why not do it in between the songs as well?
Exactly. And, you know, I'm not very good at keeping this in. It's always like I say stupid stuff all the time. I can't help it, but
That's why people like you.
Well,
Exactly,
I hope
exactly.
so.
So the new album's out on the 1st of Feb. Are you worried? Are you nervous? How do you feel?
I'm excited. I am nervous. I'm not going to lie. I mean, this is quite a big deal for me. You know, I've been in Steps for 22 years, and I wanted to do it before that. So it's been a very long time coming. So and even though I haven't written the whole album, I do feel like I'm really putting myself out there and really making myself a little bit vulnerable in a way.
What sort of stuff have you put out there about your life or your views on the world then that you wanted to share?
I think I wanted it all to make sense. You know, I'm 41. I've got kids. I'm married. I didn't want people to be listening to the album and think, well, that's a bit weird. Why is she singing that? And I wanted to. The kind of people that I love listening to are Karen Carpenter and Celine Dion and you know, those kind of singers, and Barbra Streisand, who really just put their emotion and real feeling into a vocal. And I think that's really what I've always done with Steps songs anyway, but with this even more so, because there's quite a few more ballads on there than there is. Okay. Well, there was no ballads on last Steps album anyway.
But actually, Shame on You is the most boppy sort of song on the album, and it feels really really strong, and it feels it's a bit of a sort of, you know, two fingers up, you know. Actually, Shame on You, do you know what I mean? And we all felt that, and I like what you said about it making sense. It does make sense when you listen to it. Yeah,
and that's exactly what it is. You know, there is a relationship that's going quite well, and rumours or whatever that someone might be cheating, and it is rather than sitting there going, oh, feeling sorry for yourself, it's like, do you know what? It's your loss. Yeah. And it would be.
Shame on you.
Shall we play it?
Shall
we give it a good play? Why don't you introduce it for our lovely listeners here at Gaydio?
I'm Claire Richards, and this is my brand new single, Shame on You.
There it is. The new one from Claire Richards, also known as Claire from Steps. And actually, when I was telling my friends that we were doing this today, I was like, I'm chatting to Claire from Steps today. Claire from Steps? Claire from Steps? Yeah, Claire from Steps. It's not Claire Richards.
No, I know.
It's and does that bother you?
No, it really doesn't. I just, you know, I've gotten used to it now. And I was always Claire from Steps, but I think it was Ryland that actually really cemented that. Like he still calls me Claire from Steps. He doesn't just call me Claire.
But hilariously, we were talking before and you said, and not the Claire Richards from Babe Station. I was like, what? Who is this person? Apparently there is a Claire Richards on Babe Station.
Apparently.
But it's not that one.
No, I bet she's so annoyed.
I bet she's fuming.
Don't worry, Claire Richards. You are definitely the most famous Claire Richards, so that's fine.
So. Well, yeah. Well, I hope so, but yeah.
I hope so, because I don't want that girl from Babe Station to have more followers than me on Twitter. Speaking of Steps, we thought we'd play a little game, because on a Thursday we take a song from way, way back, rewind it, and our listeners have to guess what it is. And they're always Gaydio anthems. But today we thought we'd do a sort of special edition of this feature.
Okay.
We've taken certain songs that you may or may not know, and we've rewound them, and you've got to guess which ones they are.
We're hoping you know them.
Right.
If you don't know them, this will be a complete disaster.
Okay. I'm assuming this Step song.
They may or they may not.
Oh, they may or
be.
may not. Okay.
So you've just got to guess what they are. Emma, you can play along if you want.
I'll play
but we know
along.
that you're going to be rubbish
Yeah,
at this.
I'm always rubbish, even if it's Gaydio anthems.
And actually, when she knows what the song is, she still can't get it. That's how bad Emma is at this game.
I'm a bit like that, though.
It's quite hard. They do sound different when they play backwards, don't they, songs?
Okay, play along at home with us. If you know what these are, give us a text, give us a tweet. But Claire from Steps, let's see if you can figure out what this is.
Summer of Love.
Do you know? Oh, wow. I mean, you are good. That was actually right.
Was that right?
That was right.
Oh,
Well
Let's
done.
give her a clap.
Yay. Okay, she gets 1 point. If you're playing along at home, it was actually this, which is my favourite step song. Come on, guys, do the routine.
She's trying to remember the routine.
I don't remember.
Can
Actually,
you remember it?
yeah.
Can she remember
She was doing a
it?
chair version of something.
Yeah.
Come on.
Halfway through.
It was ingrained in my childhood. 11-year-old Dean. I actually had the bandana as well. I had about 6 different bandanas.
Oh, God.
You know, the ones that Faye always wore. And you know those combats that she wore as well. You know the ones, you know what I mean? You know the
She's looking
headband.
at you
I don't know.
like
Well, I
you
don't-
remember this better.
You know the
Oh
bandana.
no, Faye did have a bandana in
She
this
loved-
video. We
yeah.
all had combats on though. It wasn't
Yeah.
just Faye.
When I got combats because of that video. Just saying. Just saying.
I started wearing them first.
Yeah, actually you did, and I got the same ones in the same colour. Okay.
Is that before or after All Saints got gone back?
Well, no, I copied All Saints
You
because I
copied All
wanted to be in All
Saints,
Saints.
I did as
But
well.
mine were always a bit brighter than theirs.
I had
Theirs
a-
were always grey. Mine were like orange.
I had a red pair. I had a red.
Did
I
you?
loved it, and I had a yellow bandana because H had a yellow bandana, so I had to have that bandana.
God, he's totally
I know,
fangirling, isn't he?
was. Do you know what? I'm just revealing way too much about
Can
my
you make sure
childhood.
there's security?
Okay, all right. This is the next one. Have a listen and guess what this song is. What song's that?
That's Lisa singing.
Is it?
Yeah.
She's good, isn't she?
Oh, she knows.
Is that Lisa's one of Lisa's songs?
Let's have a listen again.
Same reaction.
Oh my God! Actually, yes, it was. In the middle of
Yeah.
chain reaction. No other version will do.
Was that Diana Ross?
Yeah.
It was not Diana Ross. It was Step.
Oh,
Step.
sorry.
And can I just say, like, it was Diana Ross, and all the ad libs at the end are the same as Diana Ross's ad libs, but I just did them
Better
louder
and better.
in a full voice, big belching.
Big Brother was okay.
Love it.
This.
Oh, she's good at this
It's
game.
very high.
I would like to think so. All right, let's see if you can guess what this one is. What?
Scared of the dark?
Scared of the Dark. It was.
Come on, baby, come and take me in your arms.
I love it.
Totally loving this. I'm
You're
so
really
glad
good
I'm
at
not
this.
doing this as a competition against Claire Richards because I would be losing. I'd be here till Christmas. I wouldn't get 'em.
Okay, now this one's quite tricky.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to really have to put your thinking caps on now. Emma, you as well. What song is this? Play along at home.
Ooh. I don't know that one.
You don't know that one.
Do you want to hear it?
my
One, do
song? Is it me?
you want to hear it one more time?
Yeah, do it again.
Do you know it? Does she know it?
I know, but I can't. It's there.
Oh! Yeah!
I knew it was going to be one of mine. Didn't I? I haven't had as many years to have that ingrained in my brain as the others.
And there's and of course there's no big dance break to that one either, so it's not like you
No.
can just match it and
No.
say that's when we did that dance, that's when we did
No,
that dance.
that was a trick.
Go on, what
a
was that one
tricky
called?
That was On My Own
Oh, it
from
was.
My
By
Wildest
Claire
Dreams.
Richards.
By Claire from
By
Steps.
Claire
By
Richards.
Clef and Steps.
By Claire
Yeah.
from Steps. Yeah. Well done, you actually won that game.
Yay!
Have you got her a prize? I hope you bought her something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my prize?
I've actually got you a candle, which you get when you buy the album.
Brilliant.
I'm going to give
Are
you
you gonna
that
give it back?
candle. I'm going to
Thank
give
you.
that back to you. I'm going to give it back to you.
Thanks.
Oh.
So, My Wildest Dreams is out on the 1st of Feb.
Yeah, a
which
week.
you can get your hands on. How can we get our hands on this? Can we download it? Is it
You
that
can
kind of
download
thing?
it.
What do you do?
It'll be on iTunes and Amazon, and you can also will be able to buy it in a shop as well.
And
And an
I-
actual CD.
And I love where you're having your launch party. Tell everyone
I
how
am.
gay you're going for
I
this.
know. I'm going as gay as you can get. I'm at GAY on Saturday the 2nd. Yeah.
That will be a
I
party.
know, how exciting. I
That-
know, it's really cool.
That's
But
good.
that's going to be weird as well, though, because Steps have obviously played there so many times. So me on my own. I hope I'm entertaining enough for
Do you know
them.
what? 2000,
I think so.
2,000 drunk homosexuals. I think you'd be all right.
Oh, do you think?
You'd be all
Good.
right.
Okay.
When you had your gigs last year, did you notice there were lots of gays there as well?
Yeah,
you
there
still
were
got
quite
a lot
a
of
few.
gays. Yeah.
That's good, but
Okay.
I prefer that.
And their mums. And their mums, right?
Gays and their mums.
Actually.
Because the last concert that I saw was Scared of the Dark tour. What was that? What was that tour called? I can't remember.
Tears, Party on the Dance
Party
Floor.
on the Dance Floor, and I saw it in Dublin. And me and my mum, actually the staff of the Three Arena in Dublin, said, "Do you know that you and your mum have not stopped dancing all night?" But when you looked
Amazing.
around the arena, it was all gays and their mums. Yeah, it was
great.
brilliant. It was.
God.
See?
Is it weird doing all this in your 40s? Like, you've been doing it since you were 19.
I know. Well, and I was in a band before Steps as
Yeah.
well. So I signed my first record deal on my 18th birthday.
Wow.
It's your life then, isn't it?
Yeah.
But how different does it feel in your 40s?
Do you know what? It feels better now.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. All the other nonsense is kind of gone, and I feel like I'm just having a laugh and having fun, and vocally, I think I'm the best I've ever been.
Great.
And it's good. It's good.
Probably look
good.
after yourself a bit more now you're in your 40s, don't
Yeah,
you?
and you also, I think you know what suits you, and you don't wear terrible makeup and silly clothes that don't suit you anymore. You kind of know all the.
I still do a bit, to be honest. But
Well,
yeah.
I probably
Those silly
You
clothes
know.
influenced my wardrobe. Thank you very much. Back in the 90s.
in the 90s. That's fine. Not now, but and I know all the clever little tricks. We've got all the little things inside costumes that accentuate, and I've got padded hips and all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
It's great.
You've
yeah.
got padded hips.
Well, not now, but.
Oh, you
But
had.
yeah, on one of my costumes for the tour, I did have little shoulder
Oh.
pads. Just
Well,
give it a nice little shape.
I read somewhere that you're not afraid of a bit of airbrushing. Airbrushing's okay.
No, well, I think within reason. I don't want you to change the way I look, but if you've got a massive zit or a wrinkle that is not very flattering,
That's okay.
not a face wrinkle. I mean, like a wrinkle in your clothes, then get rid. That's fine.
Fine. Perfect.
We all do it
Yeah.
a bit, don't we?
Yeah,
we
we
all
do.
we all max out the filters, don't we?
Everybody does it now, which is the scary thing.
Yeah.
Like
Didn't-
nobody wants. I don't think anybody would recognise anybody in the street because
No.
we all look
Yeah.
so different in our photos.
No, the thing I wouldn't agree with is that people like actually have their body shapes changed.
Yeah,
don't
no,
they,
I
which
wouldn't.
is totally ridiculous.
No. Do you know what? I do remember when we the video for what's the song? Words Are Not Enough. No, was it Words Are Not Enough?
Words are not enough.
Can't
Pass.
remember. Anyway, the one where we be cartoons. When we were we've got a video where we were all an animated character, and we did all kind of say, "Can you give me a six pack? Can you slim my arms down a little bit?" But it was a cartoon character, so I think
I think that's
could
allowed.
Do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So it is a brand new year, a brand new album. What have you got planned? Anything that you want to tell us that we may be looking forward to in 2019?
Well, we might be doing a little bit of recording this summer for the new Steps album.
Oh, sorry.
Which-
What?
What?
I was not
What?
expecting that. Hold on a sec. So we've got new music coming from Steps.
Oh yeah.
This year.
No, it won't be this year. So we were going to start
Recorded.
recording in the summer, and then I think it will be spring next year, and with hopefully a tour to follow.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
What about this summer? Is you or the gang
Yeah.
going to get on a stage? What
No,
about
we're
some
not.
prides?
As a group, we're not doing anything together
No.
this year apart from recording.
Okay.
But hopefully, I might be doing a few shows. But they're just dates and things are just starting to come in. So as soon as I know, I shall let you know.
Surely several prides are going to sign you
Well,
up.
I hope so.
We'd love
that
that.
would be nice.
We need these anthems at Prides. All these songs and the album is so sort of empowering. We'll say it again, and that's
Yeah.
perfect for
I'm
for
excited to do some shows once people do have the album and they, they can sing along with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm excited. So fingers crossed.
We are singing along with Shame on You. It is an anthem, and we love it here at Gaydio. And Claire from Steps, we love you too.
Oh, I love you too.
Thank you for
having me.
stopping by and chatting to us, and well done for winning your quiz.
Thank you. I'm very pleased I won. I wouldn't be in a very good mood right now.
Enjoy your candle.
Stay where you are. Coming up after the 6 o'clock news, of course, we have your Thursday.